medications?
Me? I have a lot going on today. I have to call Mom, take a shower, call Mom's doctor, go to yoga, actually miss yoga, pick up Mom's medication, take a conference call, be late for the conference call, drop off Mom's medication, do Mom's dishes, pick up son, take cat to vet, get groceries. Oh, Mom's calling again. Make dinner, watch TV for 4
Maybe
minutes.
it's time to ask for help. Being a family caregiver doesn't have to mean going it alone. And a Liz Caregiver Coach can answer questions and help you navigate the healthcare system. Visit Eliz, that's ELIZZ.com, or call 1-855-ASK-A-LIZ.
With techniques that open up their sense of reality and make it bigger and wider and weirder than it already is. Just like shamanic voyages, and it's just something maybe that some people shouldn't be doing. But in general, really, I don't know of anyone who's ever been hurt from a lucid dream. I don't know of any scientific evidence, and there is very strong scientific evidence that people who engage in regular lucid dreaming are healthier, that they're happier, and they actually even have larger regions in certain areas of their brains. So it seems like for most people, it's actually a very healthy thing to be doing.
If someone, for example, though, in a lucid dream is climbing a mountain and then falls off it, could they really get hurt physically?
Oh, no, they couldn't really get hurt.
They're not going to wake up with a broken leg or anything like that.
I'm sorry?
They won't wake up with...
They couldn't wake up with a broken leg. At least I don't know of anything like that. I mean, certainly, the mind has incredible power over the body, and, I don't want to say for sure, because who knows what kind of strange things can happen. But there is many evidence that anyone has ever been harmed as a result of an activity that they did inside of a lucid dream.
All right, let's talk about some of the therapeutic values of lucid dreaming. What can you do?
Well, lucid dreaming, there haven't really been a lot of scientific studies in this area, but there's certainly plenty of anecdotes and case studies from people who have used lucid dreaming as a way to heal themselves from physical injuries or infections. This is really an area that's just really crying out for more research. There's a famous story that I document in my book about someone who had a very serious infection in their tonsils, and during the lucid dream went over to a mirror and imagined a glowing, healing light around the tonsil area, and focused on that for a few minutes in the lucid dream. And when they woke up, about 90% of the infection had cleared up. So, and I personally experienced lucid dreaming as a way of helping to heal myself from childhood traumas. So I really think that this is an area that really should be explored more, but there hasn't been enough scientific research in it, unfortunately.
It is fascinating how the mind interconnects and does some of these incredible things. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost mind-boggling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing, especially the abilities that one don't even know that the mind has. Most people don't even know that they can lucid dream, that they can awaken. And once you personally experience it, you're like, wow, I never knew my brain could do this.
What about people who have the ability to enter someone else's dream state?
Well, like in the movie The Inception, I mean, shared dreaming. I mean, this is something that I think is possible. I do think that people can share dreams. There hasn't been any scientific research done on it, at least not anything that I know of. But I think it is possible for people to share dream content, for people to actually share dream narratives, and in very rare cases to actually share lucid dreams. Case in point, my partner and I, we had tried for a year to share a lucid dream, and we had many occasions where we shared dream content, had dreams about the same thing. When I was a small child, I had with my younger brother. When I was around 7, he was 4. We both had a dream about being in a spaceship with our grandmother who had birthday cake in her hair. I mean, really odd kinds of things. We were going back and forth, and how do how do you explain these things besides some type of shared dreaming or telepathy? And my partner and I, we had been trying for a year, and we had all these experiences with sharing dream content, and then we had a couple of experiences where one of us would have a lucid dream, and we would try to find the other partner, and we would find them but they would be, very puppet-like or mechanical or lacking personality or like they were unconscious. And there's an idea in the lucid dreaming community that this is because, the person that you're actually trying to interact with in their own dream isn't lucid. So when they're not lucid, they're going to, and if there is some type of connection, then they're going to come across as being a personality-less puppet or a moldable mechanical robot of some sort. Remarkably, my partner and I did share something that we believe to be a shared lucid dream. The way it happened was like this. One day,
Oh, you still there? Simply on. Donna, call him back. Let's get him. I don't know what happened. Right in the middle of his lucid dream. Maybe we're dreaming and we woke up. Or something like that. You never know. But we'll get it back. We've got his cell phone as a backup too, but weird. Extremely weird where he just disappeared. Make a note of that. In case there's not some gremlin in my phone system. But I have used my dream state to get a lot of things done too. I really have. I mean, I have gotten jobs that way. I have bettered my grades in school and college that way. All kinds of things have happened. So it works, and it works in a real great way. So let's bring him back. So David, you're back with us. We woke up from a dream, huh?
Yes, so.
You just disappeared. What happened?
I was able to hear you. You couldn't hear me. So
Okay, now.
back connected again.
Okay, very good. Glad you're with us. Okay, so let's get back into this as we're talking about the lucid dreaming, entering someone else's dream state. You did try that and experimented.
Yes, exactly. So what I was saying was my partner and I actually had an experience that we believe to be a shared lucid dream. What happened was I found myself in the lucid dream state one night and immediately set off to find my partner Becca. And suddenly found myself in our bedroom where we normally sleep, and there she was asleep in her part of the bed. And I go over to her and I wake her up, rouse her, I'm like, Becca, wake up. We're having a lucid dream right now. And she kind of groggily lifts her head up and says, no, we're not. And I said, no, check. No, try breathing through your closed nostrils. That's one of the tests we use to see if you're actually in a lucid dream, because you can't do it in reality, but you can do it in a lucid dream. So she tried breathing through her closed nostrils, was able to do it. She was, oh my God, you're right, we're dreaming right now. And a few seconds after that, I woke up, and a couple minutes later, my partner woke up, and she recalled something very similar. What she recalled was she was in a lucid dream, and then felt that she had actually woken up. She had what's called a false awakening in the lucid dream literature, and that means that you awaken from a lucid dream and think that you awaken into physical reality, but in fact you're actually still dreaming, and you're just dreaming that you woke up. So she has this woke up from the lucid dream, false awakening, thinking that she's awake now, and there I am saying, Becca, we're dreaming right now. She goes to me, no, we're not. And I said, she recalls hearing me tell her, check your nose, try breathing through your nose right now and see if you can do it, which she did, and she's like, oh my God, you're right, we're having a lucid dream right now. So she recalled that same exact story, and that I think is the closest we've ever come to actually sharing a lucid dream.
David, I wanted to talk with you about out-of-body experiences and lucid dreams. They're different, but they're similar, aren't they?
It's very hard to tell the difference sometimes actually between a lucid dream and an out-of-body experience. People who have, surveys show that people who have a lot of lucid dreams also tend to have out-of-body experiences, and both lucid dreaming and out-of-body experiences involve interacting with a model of the world that doesn't correspond skeptics who think that out-of-body experiences are really just a form of lucid dreaming, really, that they're just really a dream or a mental model that's created where we utilize memory and imagination to create a model of the world that we interact with. Now, on the other side of the coin, there have been studies. I'm sure you're familiar with Robert Monroe's work.
Oh,
And, and Charles Tart did a study, and Stanley Krippner. There's really, in the near-death experience work, there's really interesting evidence that out-of-body experiences really can be, some type of spirit leaving the body, soul leaving the body, and yet at the same time, there's also evidence that it's really like a type of lucid dream. It's very mysterious, and I'm not really sure what to make of it. So it's one of those big mysteries. But wow, this is another one of those areas that really deserves more scientific study.
It is dramatic.
I'm really curious, George. You experienced that out-of-body experience when you
were 11 years old.
Yeah, so when you experienced it, did you experience the environment as being slightly different than what you remember it as?
What happened, I stayed home from school. I think I may have missed one day of school in all my school years. And that was the day. I was 11 years old. I had a fever, didn't feel good. Mom, I don't feel good. And she said, Georgie, stay home. So, I was in bed, I was asleep, and I somehow woke up. I thought it was a dream. I was bouncing at the ceiling, looking down at my body. And within seconds, that jarring of seeing my body in bed hit me, and I woke up really fast in my body again. And I went, wow, what was that? Was that a dream? But, then I went on my quest, and I found out it was astral projection. I was floating above my body. I was awake. I was very coherent about the environment. Did not feel like a dream at all. But I was never able to duplicate it. And unfortunately, I didn't stay in that condition too long to be able to move around and, go off into the Never Never Land.
Yes, it's so fascinating. Now, I wondered, I really wonder if when you were in that state, when you looked around the room, if it looked identical or if there was something slightly different about it.
For what I could remember, I looked down, I saw my body in the bed. It felt like I was 15 feet above my body, but obviously I wasn't. The room wasn't that tall. And I could just see myself in the entire bed from above. So it wasn't like I just saw a portion of it. I mean, I was really much higher than the room was.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was outside of the room or what. I thought I was bouncing against the ceiling, but I could have been, above the roof for all I know.
Yeah. Fascinating.
It was weird.
Yeah.
So
really, really interesting. Yeah, I really wonder about that. I wonder if there's a real reality to that or not. I think about it every day.
This condition of lucid dreaming, and again, practice makes perfect. How come for those people who don't experiment with it, why does it pop in sometimes and sometimes it doesn't?
I really don't know the answer to that question. I don't know if anyone knows the answer why some people have spontaneous lucid dreams and some people don't. But this much I do know is that lucid dreaming is a learnable skill, and anyone can learn to have lucid dreams if they want to. I'll bet that a good portion of your listening audience tonight is going to have a lucid dream just by virtue of hearing this program and thinking about it and talking to people about it. That in itself spontaneously produces lucid dreams in a lot of people. Another thing that one might want to do to get into the habit of having more lucid dreams is by regularly questioning your sense of reality. Get into the habit of asking yourself the question, am I dreaming right now? And actually testing your reality to actually see if you're dreaming or not by looking at a piece of paper, looking at, memorizing what the written words on it say, looking away and coming back and seeing if the words are the same. In a dream, they'll almost always change. As I mentioned earlier, try breathing through your nostrils with your nose pinched. You'll be able to do that easily in a dream. testing your reality, asking yourself several times a day, am I dreaming right now? And then actually testing it. Get into the habit of taking those tests, because if you just flippantly say, oh, of course I'm not dreaming right now, you're going to carry that same habit over into the dream and just say, oh, of course I'm not dreaming, when you ask yourself that question in the dream without testing your reality. But if you get into the habit of testing